Hello, probers.
Howdy, howdy.
Welcome to But It Was Aliens, the intergalactic extraterrestrial comedy podcast brought to you by two of the finest idiots across the galaxy. I'm your host today, the king of the street grannies, the prince with the perfect peach, Granny Moonwalker. And opposite me, as always, is the tallest man we'll ever know in our lifetime. The king of the giants, the grey-bearded beast from the east, Kev in the Grey, a.k.a. Kevy Two Hands.
Speak for yourself.
Today, we're heading to Canada, the world's second largest country, which means there's plenty of places for shit to happen. And the plenty of shit we cover today did actually happen. Ow!
Shit just happened. Gonna be one of those days.
As flight NRL 796 approached the Mary River Mine near Baffin Island in Canada's Nunavut region,
Is this the French region of Canada?
it became involved in a strange aerial incident. It was a smidge after 8:30 p.m. on November 24th, 2018, when the Nunavut aviator Boeing 737-200 was flying through the dark northern sky. During the flight, the crew noticed something unusual ahead of them.
Ooh, that's all I've got to offer.
After watching the anomaly for several moments, they concluded that it appeared to be a solid object. The pilot later told the airline's vice president that what they saw was a shining light that changed from red to green to white.
Like a star.
Suggested that it might have been a natural phenomenon, such as a star, or possibly a meteor.
Oh, yes, a meteor. Or a star.
The crew reported the sighting to Canada's Civil Aviation Daily Occurrence Reporting System, CADWOS, which then passed the information to the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD.
We've heard of them, haven't we?
We have indeed. The fact that the report was forwarded so quickly indicates that the sighting was taken seriously. There was no fucking about. The wording used in the incident report listed several possible explanations. Weather balloon, meteor, rocket, UFO.
Ooh. Why do they always go for weather balloons?
Possibly because they may cause an optical illusion to those that don't know it's a weather balloon.
I can't recall if we've had this discussion before, but have you ever seen a weather balloon? In person?
No.
Me neither. And this is my point. It's always a weather balloon. When do you ever see a weather balloon? And like, how common are they?
They might be commonly used in America though, or in Canada, but not really over here.
Yeah, maybe. I've driven, I'm sure many people have driven all across the country. I've driven in some real built-up areas, in some rural areas, all through different times of day for years, and never have I ever come across a weather balloon.
Maybe they're just not used over here. This sighting is just one of many reported sightings in this region of Canada.
Maybe it's the Roswell effect.
An area that has experienced numerous UFO sightings over the decades. Data from the Ufology Research Group indicates that 1,101 UFO sightings were reported across Canada in 2017, the year before the NRL 796 incident. And I deliberately said that slowly just so I wouldn't mess it up.
No.
However, the true number may be significantly higher. Many sightings likely go unreported
Yeah.
due to the fear of ridicule,
I was waiting to say just that.
while others may simply pass unnoticed. In reality, there could be far more unidentified aerial phenomena in the skies than official reports suggest.
Yeah, you'd be almost certain that there is, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Most people have looked up in the sky and saw something that they're not entirely sure as to what it is.
Sometimes you just shrug your shoulders and carry on with your
Yeah,
day.
you think,
night.
well, it doesn't look like a helicopter or a plane. I can't hear it, and I usually would be able to, but what else could it be? It must be that. Or now, it must be Starlink.
Mm-hmm.
Or it must be a pigeon. Seagull. Prick.
In the early hours of September 16th, 2016, at around 3 a.m., a hiker in Iqaluit reported witnessing several unusual star-like objects moving across the sky in what appeared to be a deliberate sequence. He paused to observe the strange display for several minutes, and during that time noticed an aeroplane approaching the lights that seemed to disappear from view as it reached them, only becoming visible again once it had passed beyond the formation. As he continued watching, he suddenly saw a bright flash somewhere overhead. Moments later, the flash appeared again and then again. Growing increasingly shit-scared about the odd activity in the sky, he decided to stop walking and call a taxi instead of continuing home on foot.
Not much of a hiker, is he?
Little bitch.
Little puss.
However, when he tried to use his mobile phone, it didn't work. After several minutes of repeated attempts, the signal returned, allowing him to contact a local taxi company. A taxi arrived shortly afterwards and he headed straight home, leaving the mysterious lights still shining high in the early morning sky.
Right, so in the section before, you could see the plane, it approached them, it disappeared. Once it was past, it reappeared. That's what you're saying, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like an area of invisibility. I'm sure we've heard of that in a movie before. I'm in. It happened in the movies. It's got to be real. There could be no other explanation. It's not an inspiration. It's real. Would make sense to have a cloaking device, wouldn't it? Oh, was it? What's the one where they... Giving you no help there whatsoever, am I?
No.
What's the one where they silence? They're like squid-like folks. Arrival, is it? Where the lady, the linguist...
Oh, and they just put their, almost ink against the glass wall. Yeah, it is Arrival.
Like they perceive time as in a different way to us and move through it, etc. Their ships are invisible, and then they appear, don't they? So they're there, and suddenly you can see them.
I thought they just...
Is it Arrival I'm thinking of? I mean, that's Arrival, but I'm just trying to think if that's the one where the ship is there. Or is it that series, is it Invasion or something on Apple?
Not seen that.
Made by Apple?
Because I'm pretty sure in Arrival they just kind of turn up, don't they? But they're almost disc-like. And then when they
I thought they were really long.
They turn the other way when they come down.
I might be getting the ship in Arrival and that TV series confused. No relevance whatsoever. The point is still that this happened in the movies, therefore it must be real. But if you were advanced enough to travel across galaxies, you're probably going to be advanced enough to have some sort of efficient cloaking technology, because as human species, we're working on similar stuff, and there are things out there, maybe not to this degree, but feasible. I see no reason to call BS other than on the hiker calling themselves a hiker. That's like a marathon runner calling themselves a marathon runner and they walk it. That would be a hiker.
Yeah, I agree there. I suppose the question for someone that runs the marathon but walks it, what percentage of the marathon classes you as a runner?
And when you explain that you did it, do you say, I ran the London Marathon?
Or do you just go, I completed the London Marathon?
Or are you honest? I walked that shit over 12 days. Which is fine. People do that for health circumstances and whatnot, don't they? And that's brilliant. But don't call yourself a runner if you're a walker.
Or if you're a walker, naturally. that runs.
I find that unlikely.
You're not wrong. I ain't running for shit. Unless it's a ball. Run for balls.
Can't resist them.
Ooh, balls.
Love me some balls.
Another sighting occurred in the same region several years
Better
earlier. In July 2011, around 1 a.m. on July 11th.
That's a lot of ones.
That is a lot of ones. July 11th, 2011, at 1. An anonymous witness stepped back onto his deck to have a puff of his cig when he noticed a strange object in the bright summer sky. He described it as a round spherical object with a blue light rotating around another stationary blue light.
Do you remember when we used to name our witnesses when they were anonymous?
Yeah.
Oh, how we've grown. So much more mature now.
Kevin quickly went back inside to get his camera.
I'm in.
But by the time he returned, the object had moved much higher in the sky. He later stated that the unusual aerial object remained visible overhead for nearly 3 hours. During that time, at least 60 other people reportedly observed it as well. One woman was said to have been so startled by the sight that she panicked and ran back into her house.
I find that slightly unlikely because, again, we've discussed this. Usually when you see something high in the sky, you stop and look. You don't just straight run unless it looks like a missile coming towards you, and that's not what they're saying here. It's like a flashing starlight.
Maybe she was, whatever it was, she's the type that will panic at anything.
Maybe
So,
she really needed the bathroom. It was a coincidence.
Yeah.
So it was in the sky for 3 hours?
Yep.
Assume that he's going to have taken a photo of it higher in the sky then.
At one point during the event, the witness attempted to communicate with the object using a Oh, sorry, you okay?
Yeah, I was looking at the South Park photo of Randy you put in. Oh God! Oh God!
At one point during the event, the witness attempted to communicate with the object using a strobing flashlight.
Bad idea.
Signaling Morse code distress signal SOS. Shortly afterwards, and possibly in response to the flashing, the object suddenly sped away,
And nuked him.
leaving behind what he described as a fading blue streak across the sky. This witness claims he has seen many UFOs in the past, estimating the number to be close to 200. However, he noted that this was the first time he had observed such a strange and seemingly otherworldly object in broad daylight. You ask for evidence? We have evidence. Greybeard, please click the video below.
Video. But this was a different witness to the one who saw it for 3 hours in the sky, right?
No. Same guy.
Same person?
Yep.
Oh.
So it was just higher up by the time he got his camera.
So before I check this evidence, these aliens are dicks. He communicated SOS, help, we're in trouble. They were like, nope.
Nope.
See you later. Bye-bye.
But who's to say SOS in our Morse code is SOS in their Morse code? Who's to say they know what Morse code is? That might have been a fuck you, we're going to fuck you up
We're gonna
signal.
poop on you. No, thank you. Do I need volume on for this?
Not really. But it might help.
So yes then.
If I could fucking sit still, gee.
Ooh. Okay. He can't sit still.
So that video is taken from a much longer video. That's
Yeah,
like
it's
4
like the
minutes
highlight.
long. And that 9 seconds is pretty much most of the video.
So it looks like a fly.
What you don't see in this video, which you do in the other, is you see him zoom.
Yeah.
So it is something in the sky.
And it disappears on occasion. Very, very briefly, like it's flashing. I'm just watching these 8 seconds on repeat. I feel like I've seen that before. It's like a laser pen.
Coming in the air tonight.
I wish it was zoomed out a little bit so you could get
a clearer picture of it.
Understanding of
Scope.
like the surroundings and the scale of the object, I guess, because it's zoomed in so far. It just looks like a laser beam flicking around through the sky. Wait, wasn't he communicating with it with a flashlight?
Yes.
That could be his flashlight in the sky. It could be creating some sort of flare. It's so difficult to make out what it is because it's so quick and there's no real outline to it. The shape doesn't appear consistent. It elongates as it moves, which would be more light-like in properties than a physical structure.
Mm-hmm.
And that flashy light scared a lady.
Yep. Startled her.
She had other things going on, didn't she? She heard that drum beat or something. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most amazing evidence that we've seen on this podcast, where would you put that video?
10 being some of the most amazing
Yes.
things we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've got to go through the archives of amazing videos that we've seen.
So we've seen the shit crawler. We saw the USS Nimitz video.
That we did. That was a really good video. That was.
We saw the Mexican flying humanoids
I
that you were well into.
would put this at a 10.
Would you?
Yep. Maybe a 9.
0.9.
0.5. I mean, that Nimitz video was outstanding. So, yeah, this is a 9.5.
What was the one where, was it sky jellyfish?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty good ones, or one of them in particular.
Okay, 9.4.
Bigfoot?
9.4.
The man who punched Bigfoot? You won't get. And I said to him, you won't get.
Right, this is a 9.
Actually, yeah, I'm putting that as the most outstanding video we've ever seen.
Nimitz has dropped to a 9.5.
Stephanie Cohen predicting what's in Philip Schofield's suitcase. or not quite predicting because her spirit guide left.
Right, this is an 8.9. I'm not going low. Another strange phenomenon is the unusual sounds coming from the Arctic Ocean off the coast of Nunavut.
None of it. I'm not having none of it.
November 2016, several mainstream media outlets reported on these mysterious noises, with some accounts even claiming that the military had scrambled aircraft to investigate the phenomenon. Descriptions of the sounds varied among witnesses. Some people reported hearing a low continuous humming, while others described distinct pinging or beeping noises coming from beneath the icy waters. An odd detail was that the appearance of these sounds seemed to coincide with a noticeable decline in the number of migrating animals in the area.
Oh, they knew.
And according to Canadian authorities, the sudden drop in wildlife activity raised concern amongst researchers, leading some to speculate that the two events might be connected. A number of theories emerged in an attempt to explain the strange noises. Some suggested they were caused by nearby mining operations, while others proposed the presence of a secret or unreported submarine operating in the waters off of Nunavut.
Submergible UFOs.
There were even claims that some of the environmental organisations, such as Greenpeace, had placed sonar devices in the water to to discourage whales and seals from entering areas used by hunters, an accusation the group firmly denies. The strange sounds were first reported near the Fury and Helsia Strait, which lies close to Baffin Island. In one account, the crew of a yacht claimed they could hear the unusual noises resonating through the hull of their vessel as they sailed through the area.
So, to summarise, we've got blipping, flashy things in the sky, and at the same time, we've got beepy things underwater.
Yes.
That can't be a coincidence. There's no way they can't be connected. Flashy things go beep beep. I'm in. I've had 3 or 4 interrupted nights sleep in a row now. The baby's
Aliens.
been... possibly. The baby's been a bit... She's fine now. I don't know whether she was recovering from a cold or she just woke up a bit sad. Alongside that, the dog has an ear infection, is on steroids as a result. And I'm not looking forward to the impact of steroids on that dog because he's big enough as it is. He does not need to be getting a gym body. I'm tired. I could go 2 ways here. Ever? I could go 3 ways here. Crazy. Completely rejecting things with aggression, or not having the energy to fight and believing everything.
You're in.
I'm in. I've gone the latter. I'm seeing no holes in this. You've shown me one of the shittiest videos we've ever seen, and I'm in.
That video is an 8.9.
Do you like Updog?
What's up, dog?
Not much. What's up with you?
Jeez.
Dad joke.
Wow.
Destroyed him. He's searching his soul for the will to go on.
I'm going to challenge you to do something right now.
Right.
Say Coca-Cola without your lips touching.
Without Coca-Cola.
Now say it normally.
Do they not
They don't touch anyway.
Coca. Cola.
I can do shit jokes too, bitch. What's up, dog?
You're going to go home and do that to your partner, aren't you?
It is also worth noting that Hall Beach, a joint Canadian-US military installation, is located along the same stretch of coastline where these mysterious sounds were believed to have originated from. The presence of a military facility in the area has led some observers to speculate that the noises could be linked to undisclosed military activity. Additionally...
What's up, dog?
Additionally, some reports have claimed that Russian submarines have occasionally been spotted in the waters off the Nunavut coast, according to certain researchers. Russian naval vessels is broken. He is broken. Submarines and aircraft sometimes operate close to NATO territory in the Arctic, approaching as near as possible and occasionally testing the boundaries of international airspace and maritime zones. What makes the situation even more intriguing and potentially sensitive is that both Russia and Canada have laid claims to parts of these previously unclaimed Arctic regions.
Yeah, suspicious.
In recent years, melting ice has opened up potential new maritime routes, often described as shortcuts through the Arctic. These emerging passageways have increased the strategic importance of the area, prompting competing interests from nations bordering the Arctic Ocean. However, some observers argue that the interest in these waters goes beyond navigational routes. According to certain theories, attention has also focused on unusual activity and possible unexplored features near the North Pole itself. While many people dismiss such ideas as speculation, some researchers have suggested the possibility of hidden or unknown geological structures in the region, occasionally linking them to long-standing legends about an inner Earth. Others believe that geopolitical rivalry, echoing the tensions of the Cold War, may still influence the race to control and monitor these remote territories.
What was the pilot's name who flew into it? God, that was an early episode.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Bird.
Was that it?
I believe it was, Bird. Don't know why it's coming out of my mouth like that.
Bird. Inner Earth or Hollow Earth theory was proposed by Edmund Halley in the late 17th century.
Dick E. Bird. William E. Bird. Dickie Bird. That's why I recall it. Sorry.
Inner or Hollow Earth theory was proposed by Edmund Halley in the late 17th century, consisting of multiple shells, defended by John Cleves Sims Jr. and Jeremiah N. Reynolds in the mid-19th century. And there is in fact evidence of this in Godzilla vs. Kong films.
Evidence.
There's the evidence right there.
Yeah.
Evidence.
Okay. Have we ever mentioned that you have a love for Godzilla?
I have a love for both Kong and Zilla.
Well, did you love Kong before the Kong film?
I've got a King Kong tattoo.
Yeah, but before the film.
Yeah. I've got
That film didn't get you into Kong.
Which one?
Was it the one with Jack Black in?
I liked the original, and I have a poster of the original, but the Peter Jackson King Kong is my favourite King Kong film. But yes, I did like King Kong before that.
Still not seen that all the way through.
Damn, son.
I know.
Who
do you prefer?
Kong.
Kong over Godzilla?
Yep.
Agreed. Probably wouldn't win in a fight, but still prefer it.
Yeah, same. As we turn to science and skepticism, there are some that believe all of this is pure bullshit. But to those, I say, go and watch Godzilla vs. Kong. For the others, although defended in the mid-17th century, Hollow Earth theory was disproven by 1774 due to the gravitational experiments that proved that Earth is in fact dense.
Well, you say that.
Or is it?
Because theoretically, and I'm not saying I prescribe to this belief, rather than being dense, the bits that aren't dense could just be more solid and dense than we understand, and it could be hollow underneath.
We just don't know the experiments that they ran.
Indeed. Or there could be little holes rather than loads of, or a massive, massive one. Just a teeny tiny hole.
So to summarise, we have a few cases in Canada where shit was happening.
I thought you were going to leave it at that.
Flight NRL 796 was near Baffin Island over the Nunavut region, where it saw a strange object in the skies. They reported it to CADORS, who then reported it to NORAD. They thought it could be a weather balloon, meteor, rocket, or a UFO, so they had all bases covered. We covered the case where a hiker in Iqaluit, another region in the Nunavut region, saw a plane disappear from sight as it reached some strange lights, only to reappear when it reached the other side of them. Remember, this hiker also tried to call for a taxi afterwards, but his phone wouldn't work. The next day, the strange objects were still in the sky. We have the witness who went back to get his camera, and when he returned, the object he saw was higher up in the sky. This same object was seen by 90? was seen by 60 other witnesses also, so it's not a fabrication of his reality. One of the said witnesses was so startled she ran back indoors.
Daddy's gonna turn on night vision. There. Okay. Dad! What? Nothing, sorry, I just startled myself. Dad! Oh God. I'm so startled.
Randy is the best.
Yep. The witness tried using Morse code to communicate, and after he signalled SOS, the object took off. Following that, we have the odd sounds from the Arctic Ocean off the coast of Nunavut region, and some thought it was a low hum, others thought it was a ping or a beep. Could it be secret subs, Greenpeace, miners, or something more disturbing than all of these?
More disturbing.
And finally, unclaimed territory and hollow earth theory. With a few different cases covered, Greybeard, I'm asking you, do you believe that these are extraterrestrial events, or did none of it happen?
From the moment you said none of it, I've been suspicious that you made that up to pull the rug out from under me later. Beeps underwater. I'm in. That's all. Whenever there's a beep underwater, I get suspicious, and you've given me no explanation. Ergo, it is unexplained beepy things. Aliens. Underwater aliens.
So you're saying it's aliens?
I'll stand by that.
Well, I personally think none of it happened. And it is actually called none of it. That's not me making it up.
I'm not having none of it.
But so I think what they saw, like the first instance with the aeroplane, they may have just seen something again odd in the sky or
happened.
A military craft rather than anything extraterrestrial. And the fact that they pretty much just shrugged it off, but they had to tell their supervisors anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was it. The hiker.
Wasn't a hiker. Let's get that right up front.
Yeah, with the hiker.
Stop calling him a hiker.
It's
the taxi user.
With the taxi user, it's 3 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, we had the video of the taxi ghost as well, didn't we?
We did. So 3 a.m. in the morning, the night sky is going to be a lot clearer. And not only that, who's to say that he didn't see like 3 stars?
Mm-hmm.
And then there might have been a cloud in between these 3 stars, and that's what the plane went behind,
mm-hmm.
and then came out the other end.
Yeah.
Also, phone not working. You could be in the woods or somewhere. You're not going to hike.
Sometimes reception just goes down because it goes down.
You're not going to hike like across a main or like along a main road. You're going to do it in forests and woods and stuff like that. So
just realised you're wearing a Porsche t-shirt.
Yes, I am. Remember, can't race a house. You can race a Porsche. So I think he just swallowed. You are tired. You only just got that, didn't you?
No. I was recollecting earlier.
When earlier? There's been plenty of earliers.
What's up, dog?
Yeah, that was awful. And the video, I mean, that's just a shaky cam video.
But how do you explain the light?
Could be a star. It could be that kind, when sometimes very early in the morning you can still see a star just about. Could have been shaky cam, could have been a satellite.
Looked like lens flare to me.
And he also said that as it sped off, it left a fading blue trail. How are you going to see that against a blue sky?
Maybe it was cloudy and the trail was a streak through the clouds?
So it parted the clouds.
Yeah.
And the hum and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
aliens.
Again, it could just be
aliens.
Technology.
Like alien technology.
Something like that.
Something alien.
For me.
For you, it's aliens.
None of it happened.
Except for the beeps. You can't explain the beep!
As we can hear from Greybeard, he is clearly in. And I'm out.
Not for the rest of it.
So thank you for joining us for this week's probe.
But the beeps!
You can find us everywhere at But It Was Aliens. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And on Facebook, we have a secret group known as Extraterrestrial Towers.
On the Twitter!
Where you can find memes and shit and a picture of Greybeard and nothing but his beard. over at patreon.com/aliens.
You piece of shit.
What you get for What's Up, Dog. You can gain access to Side Probes, the paranormal spin-off of But It Was Aliens. Here we look outside the extraterrestrial and everywhere else in the world, covering pirates, tractor bummers, ghosts, princes that love to peg, dogs, and Rasputin's dick.
Tractor Bummers has overtaken the princes that peg for me.
Remember.
Oh, did we ever answer how? Have you seen the tractor since?
Yes.
Did you see any crevices?
So my client that notified me of the case,
Yes.
they'd come in to start their program,
Yes.
and as they got on the treadmill, a green tractor drove outside. We were in stitches for about a good 10 minutes.
Are you at all suspicious that they're the individual?
They're not the individual unless they use the strap on. Remember,
They could have.
the truth is up there. Hashtag tractor. Prep.